It's no secret that women find wide, well-built shoulders on a man incredibly attractive.
Big shoulders.
Shoulders.
Broad shoulders.
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 I prefer shoulders.
Shoulders.
Yeah.
Shoulders.
Probably shoulders.
Shoulders. Broad shoulders. Same.
Oh, the shoulders. Okay.
Questionnaire studies asked women to rate the attractiveness of male figures that varied in body proportions and symmetry. Women rated a waist to shoulder ratio of 0.6 to be the most attractive, especially in the mesomorph body type, which is muscular and well built. Another benefit of having wide shoulders is that it is one of the main components of the highly desired V taper. This V shape that most guys are after is a result of having a tight waist, developed lats, and broad shoulders. With that being said, many guys spend years in the gym struggling to build shoulders they can be proud and confident of. But fortunately, in this video, I'm going to cover the most effective science-based ways to target every muscle in the shoulders in order to build aesthetic 3D delts along with a good-looking but not overdeveloped traps. Let's begin with an overview of how shoulder training should be structured throughout the week. At the end of this video, we'll discuss how these exercises can be incorporated into a complete workout program. Looking at the setup, there may be a few things that you noticed right off the bat. The first is that we're breaking up our shoulder training into 2 workouts per week instead of doing everything in one big shoulder day. Several studies have shown greater gains in muscle mass with training a muscle group multiple times per week instead of only once. Second is that we're starting the workouts with large compound lifts instead of isolation exercises. And lastly, there are no direct anterior or front deltoid exercises, such as a front dumbbell raise, included in these workouts. And here's why. The anterior deltoids are heavily involved in all the pressing exercises, as shown in several muscle activation research papers. This includes the flat bench, the incline bench, and the overhead press. And since the wide, broad look that we're after is better achieved by developing other muscle groups, such as the medial or side deltoids, we're better off distributing this training volume to other places. When it comes to choosing which overhead press to perform, there are several things to consider. This 2012 research paper found that the greatest 1 rep max occurred with the standing barbell overhead press, with the greatest overall muscle activation occurring with the standing dumbbell shoulder press. Based on that, there are 2 combinations that I would highly recommend. The first combination is the standing barbell overhead press combined with the seated dumbbell shoulder press. This combination is a strong choice for those looking to increase muscle mass and strength. The second combination I would highly recommend is the standing dumbbell shoulder press combined with the standing single arm dumbbell shoulder press. This option is a sizable choice for those who want to stay in a higher rep range and put on as much mass as possible. Let me know what overhead press combination you guys prefer in the comment section below. Next, we're going to shift our focus to the medial or side deltoids, since this is what really gives you the wide, broad look across the shoulders. The dumbbell upright row with a forward lean and a side lateral raise with a bent arm have been shown to produce the greatest muscle activation in the medial deltoid. An alternative to the dumbbell on a side lateral raise is to do it on a cable machine. This is such a great alternative because it maintains constant tension on your deltoid throughout the entire range of motion. Many people believe that the upright row is an unsafe exercise for the shoulders, and this is not necessarily true. With a few adjustments, like using a dumbbell with a more open hand position and a slight lean forward, this can be one of the best exercises to perform. 8 to 12 is a fantastic rep range for the dumbbell upright row, since it can be loaded with a heavier weight, and a higher rep range of 12 to 15 reps works well with the side lateral raise. How many sets you should be doing is going to depend on how much training volume you need to progress. To learn more about the subject, watch my video called How Many Sets Should You Do?, which I'm going to put a link to at the end of this video. To complete sculpting your broad, proportioned, good looking shoulders with 3D delts and nicely built traps, we're going to finish off with reverse flies, shrugs, and face pulls. The reverse fly can be performed in a chest supported manner on an incline bench, or can be done bent over in a standing or seated position. This 2013 research paper found that reverse flies done with a neutral grip where the palms are facing each other produce greater muscle activation in the posterior deltoids than a pronated grip where your thumbs are facing each other. For some, compound pressing is going to be enough to build aesthetically pleasing traps. But for others, more direct trap work is going to be necessary to achieve the results that they're after. The dumbbell shrug is one of the best shrugging variations there is. This gives you the freedom to place your hands where you find most comfortable during the shrug. And finally, to maintain healthy, strong, stable shoulders, we want to do face pulls using a cable machine. This is a wonderful exercise for targeting the smaller muscles in the shoulders that are often neglected. To wrap up, let's discuss how to incorporate these shoulder exercises into a complete training program throughout the week. With a full body training program, you will simply spread these shoulder exercises across your full body workouts. With an upper-lower routine, you would add these shoulder exercises to your upper body day, along with some chest, back, and arm exercises. And finally, with a push-pull legs routine, you would put each of these workouts on a push day, along with some chest and triceps. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Just a funny side note, when I first started working on this project, I really had no intentions of doing it about, how shoulder width affected attractiveness to women and things of that nature. It's something that sort of just happened organically. And, initially I just wanted to make a really good science-based shoulder training video. And as I started digging through the research, I actually came across a couple of studies that looked at, waist to shoulder ratio. And I started looking at YouTube videos where, women were being interviewed about what they thought were the most attractive body parts on a male. So I figured, why not just go with the flow? And I sort of structured the intro more about that subject. And, I really like how it came out and how it sort of combined, good science-based shoulder training along with, the benefits of having wide, attractive shoulders. So if you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know what you thought and if you have any ideas for future videos. And if you want to see more videos, which I'm sure you will, hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications so you can get notified as soon as I drop more videos in the future. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.